Happy Sibling Shanty Sunday. It's week 8.
That's right.
Yep.
It's week 8.
I'm Sky.
I'm Sailin.
And we're siblings.
And we sing sea shanties and sea shanty adjacent music.
And
It's
we're
Sunday.
back. It's Sunday. It's week 8. Pretty sure I did that in the wrong order, but whatever. We're glad you're back.
Yeah.
Welcome. We have 3 shanties that are all related because we're going to sing them in the same key.
Yep.
And we like them.
Yep. The last two are semi-related because they
Yes.
talk about Australia.
Yeah.
Might. But the first one is utterly unrelated to the second two because it is it's not technically a river shanty, but it does talk about barges, river barges. So it's called the Hog-Eye Man. And so it's a capstan shanty that originated in somewhere in the 1800s. So a hog-eye actually doesn't have anything to do with a pig. A hog-eye was a type of a flat barge used often specifically in support of railway and construction, and was used in America from everywhere from Florida to California during the 1800s. So just very, very prolific. And as such, hog-eye, the term itself became a bit of an insult for open sea sailors to refer to river sailers.
Who they did not think
who
had
they
it
did
quite
not
as
think.
hard
No.
as they did out on the open seas.
No. If you're a
And
river
that's
sailor,
certainly
you're not a
arguable,
real
of course.
sailor.
Yeah,
you know, if
certainly
you're a river
arguable,
sailor.
of course, but
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
We
so
won't take sides on that one.
there was not some small amount of enmity between river sailors and ocean sailors. Although there was oftentimes plenty of crossover between the two, and they didn't really have an
Yes.
issue with singing each other's songs
Yep.
either. But so let me see what else. Oh, so this is another one where there are versions out there. The lyrics are
Not
can
family
be.
friendly.
They're not family friendly. In fact, this is one of the in some forms one of the
Not the one we're gonna do
not
today.
definitely not the this is not
And
the,
there are plenty out
Yes.
there that are not that way at
No.
all, but like folk music in general, it sort of depends on your audience and who's
Yep.
singing it and where they collected it from and all those kinds of things.
Yep.
So yes, some are much more racy than others.
Yeah, this one was some of the original versions were so salty and so bawdy that they have been archived in the Sex Research Institute of Indiana. It's that over the top.
Know that was
But
the thing.
that is not the version that
Nope.
we're going to be singing today.
Nope. Give you
So
a
this one,
family-friendly version.
yes.
And a family-friendly recording below as well.
Yep.
But yes, just fair warning if you go
Fair
searching
warning.
for
There
other
are some versions out there that they get pretty salty.
Yeah. Not safe
so,
for work.
Yep, not safe for
Or children.
children.
Yep.
Or children at work.
Yes.
Yeah, if it's take your kid to work day, then
Definitely
it's definitely not
it's
safe.
way out. Yeah.
It's just right out. So this one has a chorus that everybody sings along with. That's an E flat. That is the key that we've decided to set all 3 of these
Yes.
songs. That's sort of the tying factor. Can you blow it again? Because now I'm completely lost it. And the chorus goes like this. With a hog-eye, railroad navvy with his hog-eye, steady on a jig with a hog-eye, yo, she wants the Hog-Eye Man.
Lyrics are down below. There's some
Lyrics
weird ones in
are
this
down below.
Yep.
Here talking about a railroad navvy or railroad, a member of the railroad navy talking about a member of the, somebody who would actually be working on the railroad. Here a railroad navvy being sort of a...
adjacent to the railroad,
Yeah,
perhaps even in
yeah,
the
it's a
employ
little,
of the railroad
yeah,
company.
it's a little, but calling them like a member of the Navy be a little bit of a, again, similar to the hog-eye term, a little bit of an insult, a thumb bite
Yeah.
at the workers on land from the workers at sea. But one more time. With a hog-eye, railroad navvy with his hog-eye. Steady on a jig with a hog-eye, oh, she wants the Hog-Eye Man.
Easy enough.
Simple enough?
Yeah. And it's just the chorus in this one.
Yep, just the chorus. Oh, I was like, oh, that felt a little low.
Ready?
I am. Are you?
Sure.
Oh, hand me down my riding cane. I'm off to meet my darling Jane with a hog-eye. Railroad navvy with his hog-eye. Steady on a jig with a hog-eye. Oh, she wants the Hog-Eye Man. Oh, the Hog-Eye Man is the man for me. He's sailing down from across the sea with his hog-eye. Railroad navvy with his hog-eye. Steady on the jig with a hog-eye, oh, she wants the Hog-Eye Man. Oh, he came to the shack where Sally did dwell. He knocked at the door and he rung the bell with his hog-eye. Railroad navvy with his hog-eye. Steady on a jig with a hog-eye, oh, she wants the Hog-Eye Man. Oh, who's been here since I've been gone? A railroad navvy with the sea boots on with a hog-eye. Railroad navvy with his hog-eye. Steady on a jig with a hog-eye, oh, she wants the Hog-Eye Man. Oh, Sally's in the garden, sifting sand, sifting sand, her Hog-Eye Man sitting hand in hand with a hog-eye. Railroad navvy with his hog-eye. Steady on a jig with a hog-eye, oh, she wants the Hog-Eye Man. Oh, Sally's in the garden, shelling peas, and the Hog-Eye Man sitting on her knees with a hog-eye. Railroad navvy with his hog-eye. Steady on a jig with a hog-eye, oh, she wants the Hog-Eye Man. Oh, the Hog-Eye Man is the man for me, for he is blind and he cannot see with a hog-eye. Railroad navvy with his hog-eye. Steady on a jig with a hog-eye, oh, she wants the Hog-Eye Man. Oh, a hog-eye ship and a hog-eye crew, a hog-eye maid and a skipper too with a hog-eye. Railroad navvy with his hog-eye. Steady on a jig with a hog-eye, oh, she wants the Hog-Eye Man. Yeah, there you go. And so another interesting fact, which I waited until after we sang the song so I wouldn't mess myself up, is that at least with the verses, a lot of these are interchangeable with Johnny Come Down to High-Low. Oh, hand me down my riding cane. I'm off to meet my darling Jane. When Johnny come down to High-Low, poor old man. Oh, wake her, oh, shake her, oh, wake that gal with the blue dress on. When Johnny come down to High-Low, poor old man. But if I said that before and demonstrated it, I knew I was going to mess myself up singing the verses. So I decided to wait until afterwards to mention it.
So fun adventures if you want to do the remix there.
Yeah, if you want to do the remix or like you're singing one shanty and like people still want to keep going, you just go to the lyric set for the other
next one. Yep.
Yeah, and it works.
Well, which is an interesting point too, because depending on the length of whatever the task was, they would often substitute in extra verses, or they would make things up from an improvisation standpoint. Start singing about the captain on board, crew, or somebody in the line doing the hauling, or
whatever it took to keep the song going,
or whatever whatever length the work was, so they could extend it or shorten it depending on what they needed to do.
Yep, and there were oftentimes some stock phrases like one more pull and that will do for where the boys to kick her through, something like that. And as the episodes go on, you'll start to hear more of those stock phrases that they could just sort of plug in just about anywhere.
Right.
Just really anything to keep the song going until the work was done. So our next shanty is called goes by sort of two names. It's goes by South Australia. Also sometimes goes by Rolling King. This one is actually a personal favorite of mine. I really like it. It's a heaving shanty. Also dates back to the 1800s as well. It was first published in the 1888 book The Music of the Waters by Laura Smith.
Nice.
So that's the thing. This one has calls and responses. But before we get into that, so the term to roll or rolling pops up a lot in shanties. And although it doesn't have, it's interesting in all my years of research, it doesn't have a precise definition of here's what it always means within every context. it is often it's often conflated with the movement of the ship as the ship sort of rolls across. Right. Not like rolls across.
No. If you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean, not that kind of
rolling. Not that kind of rolling. Yeah. But sort of as it rolls down the waves, and talking about that sort of that forward motion. And so generally that's what it's used for is to sort of like a maintain momentum or something like that. That's generally what it means within the context of shanties.
Yeah, keep the ship going.
Yep, keep the ship going, keep the work going, the momentum moving forward. So this one has calls and responses and a chorus. And
lots of singing.
This one has lots of singing. So Shantyman has one line, and then the first response is, heave away, haul away. So you actually mention hauling, even though it's a heaving shanty.
Or you mentioned heaving and hauling.
That's true. And then the Shantyman has a second line, and then the second response is, we're bound for South Australia. Easy enough?
Yep.
And then there's a chorus that goes, haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia.
Fun.
And it's interesting. There's some discussion over whether it's haul away, you'll hear me sing, or all the way, you'll hear me sing. I don't know. I kind of like both.
Yeah.
I'll just sing whichever one I
make it up.
Sort of feel up in the vibe.
Yeah, you sing. You sing whatever you want to there at home. We're good.
Yeah. And that's about all there's to it. The last response does go like straight into the chorus. This one has a very brisk pace to it. But yeah, that's about all there is to this one.
And shout out to our Australian friends.
Yep, shout out to our Australian friends.
Yay. Ready?
Are you?
Sure.
All right. Readjust my seat here. In South Australia I was born, heave away, haul away, South Australia round Cape Horn, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you're rolling king, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. And as I walked out one morning fair, heave away, haul away, 'tis there I met Miss Nancy Blair, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you're rolling king, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. I danced her up and I danced her down, heave away, haul away, danced her round and round that town, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. There ain't but thing that grieves my mind, heave away, haul away, let's leave Miss Nancy Blair behind, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. As we wallop around Cape Horn, heave away, haul away, you wish to God he had never been born, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. I wish I was on Australia's strand, heave away, haul away, a bottle of whiskey in my hand, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling king, heave away, haul away, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia. It's back again to Liverpool, heave away, haul away, split me pay like a bloody fool, we're bound for South Australia. Haul away, you rolling king, heave away, all the way, you'll hear me sing, we're bound for South Australia.
It's fun.
This I would like to point out. This is water.
Hydration.
It's hydration. Hydration is good.
Speaking of,
I'm gonna hydrate too. This is also water, although you can't tell.
But he is a spooky cup because it's always spooky season. It's here. So there you go. There's your fun. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one too. Yeah. It's got just this great sort of rollicking feel to it. So our last shanty of the day,
connected by the key, but
connected
also,
by the key, and also the mention of
the
Australia.
Location, yes,
is actually not a shanty at all. It's
shanty adjacent.
An imposter shanty. Shanty adjacent, yes. This is our shanty. Are we gonna do the whole video with like half in, half. Oh, okay.
No, we don't have to.
That's weird because it puts a weird.
We should have brought our sunglasses.
The sunglasses. I'll warn you next time. Okay. So it's called "Walk Around Me, Brave Boys." Actually, I think the official title is "Roll Down." And so a lot of people actually think that it's an authentic shanty, that I should say a more historical shanty that's older than it actually is.
But they would be wrong.
But they're wrong. It actually comes from Peter Bellamy, who is a prolific English folk singer, folk songwriter. It comes from his 1977 folk ballad opera, The Transports, which is the touching story about two convicts sentenced to transportation to Australia, from England to Australia. Yep. Who fall in love. Aww. And they have a kid, and like all these complications arise about like you can't have a kid on a prison ship, and like it actually ends very happily.
Yay!
Everything turns out all right. Unlike most operas. Yeah. Things turn out all right.
Peter Bellamy.
Yeah, things turn out all right. But this song itself actually is probably the one that is probably the most sort of shanty-esque of all the songs that are in the opera, and it sort of describes the journey from England down to Australia. That's touched on a little bit, talking about going around Cape Horn and then to Australia in Rolling King, but it's more specifically described hereabouts. So this one has calls and responses and a chorus to it, and we're also setting it an E flat.
More singing for you.
So the shantyman has one line, and then the first line, I should say the first response is "Roll down."
And you obviously don't have to sing it like you're an opera singer.
No, it's a folk ballad opera, so sing it like you're a sailor. You know.
Just sing, or you could sing it like you're an opera singer.
Roll down.
If you want to, just
if you want to,
entertainment value.
Sure.
We're not going to.
We can't stop you.
That's true.
Shantyman has a second line.
Go, no.
Oh my gosh. Shantyman has a second line. You good?
Nope.
Okay. Shantyman has a second line.
Uh-huh.
And oh my gosh.
And it goes.
And it goes, what?
Walk around me, brave boys, and roll down.
Yep, that's how it goes. Yeah. Walk around me, brave boys, and roll down. And then the chorus goes, and we will roll down. Walk around me, brave boys, and roll down.
So there it is again. The response is the same as the second line of the chorus. Yep. And you can, you'll hear that again, like the one earlier. They go right into the chorus. It almost connected that second response into the chorus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's about all there is to it?
Yeah. Easy.
Oh my gosh. Drank too much water too fast.
Too much hydration?
Too much hydration. Too much hydration simultaneously.
Yes. Yeah. Don't get
blow that E flat one more time for me. Lost the plot now. Sweet ladies of Plymouth, we're saying goodbye. Roll down. But we'll rock you and roll you again by and by. Walk around me, brave boys, and roll down. And we will roll down. Walk around me, brave boys, and roll down. Now the anchor's away and the sails are unfurled. Roll down. And we're bound for to take her halfway around the world. Walk around me, brave boys, and roll down. And we will roll down. Walk around me, brave boys, and roll down. In the wide Bay of Biscay, the seas will run high. Roll down. And the poor sickly transports, they'll wish they could die. Walk around me, brave boys, and roll down. And we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. When the wild coast of Africa is to appear, roll down. The poor nervous transports will tremble with fear. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. When the Cape of Good Hope it is rounded at last, roll down. The poor lonesome transports will long for the past. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. When the great southern whales on our quarter do spout, roll down. The poor simple transports, they'll gargle and shout. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. And when we arrive on Australia's strand, roll down. The poor weary transports, they'll long for the land. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. And when we set sail for old England's shores, roll down. The poor stranded transports will see them no more. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. Sweet ladies of Plymouth will pay all your rent. Roll down. And go roving no more till our money's all spent. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down, and we will roll down. Walk around, me brave boys, and roll down. Yeah!
There's your imposter
shanty.
Yay! We warned you sometimes they're adjacent. But still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for coming to spend the Sunday with us. Sure. Again, lots of things linked below, recordings, places to find out more information about all sorts of cool stuff. Go and support local shanty or people out on tour. For example, we are so excited. We're going to see the Longest Johns this coming weekend. And they will be they're coming here to the U.S.
Yep.
And they will be all over the Northeast, as well as sort of into the Midwest a little bit. So they may be coming to a city near you. So check that out. Make our UK friends feel welcome here.
Yeah.
And hopefully that will, encourage and enable more of our UK friends to be able to come here and sing with us. We would love that. And hopefully we'll be able to return the favor and get over there as well, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, so check out local folk music in your area, or not so local folk music, but being hosted in your area. And sing some stuff. I don't know.
That's all I got.
Okay. Be safe. We love you. And we'll see you again next Sunday. Bye. Bye.